This podcast was recorded live in the Purple Room Studio.
Part of the cinematic universe.
Yeah, exactly. And Mike Shamalama Ding Dong.
Ding Dong Shamalama.
Excuse me.
All right, well, let's just go ahead and start this show.
Okay.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the StreamVoid podcast, episode 132.
Damn.
That's right. I am MikeyT, and of course, across from me is KurbStomped.
Hello.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Sure can.
And you're listening to the StreamVoid podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
And just rolling right along with it.
Yep.
How is your in between?
Oh, my in between. It was pretty fine. I was at work, working away, mostly warehousing. Not much ordering going on right now. Not too much to be ordering. When I first started doing the ordering, like, it had been done by like two other guys before, and they would always, like, the way we do for work is we do our booking orders, so we order for the upcoming year. I'm sure I've told this before, but before, when they would do it, it'd be like, well, we ordered 6 last year, we have 0 left, let's get 6 more of whatever item, like a hook, for example. When I looked at it, I'd be like, well, we ordered 6, we have 0 left, let's get 12.
Of course.
Like,
that's,
you know,
how it works.
Obviously we sold out, right? So before, when I first started doing it, I had to just sort of gradually work my way into figuring out what worked and what didn't. So when I would do my bookings, every, couple months I would have to do a reorders because it's like, oh, I didn't get enough of this, whatever.
Yeah.
But now I've got it so tuned in, like, it's June. I haven't had to reorder anything for fishing or anything. Well, normally it would have been like, we've been on like 3rd reorder or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't have to spend any time doing those. I mean, I look at them to see like, oh, should we do a reorder? And then be like, well, the order would be worth $50, so it's not worth doing, right? So it's improved the sales, but made it so I have less to do, but whatever, no big deal. But yeah, mostly warehousing. But I don't know if I talked about my good friend at work a lot.
Yes. And
I've got another story from what I overheard. And I'm going to tell you this, and you tell me what you think about this, okay? It's not work-related. I just overheard it.
Yeah.
Most of it is what I overhear because I'm working and they're talking about nothing. Well, not nothing, but, So my good friend got a call that I could hear her talking to her husband. And the way she was replying was she was like, it was like she was trying to, like, de-escalate, not like he was yelling or anything like that, but she's like, you got to think about what you're gonna do and blah blah blah, So she hangs up, and then I overhear her talking to the other lady. So this is what she said. Okay, so first of all, she said it's her son who is having problems with a teacher.
Yeah.
And it seems all the time he's having trouble with a teacher, and like the way they talk, the one woman I think is just, sort of trying to be nice to her and being like, oh, he always has bad luck with the teachers, And I'm thinking to myself, like, if he has a problem with every teacher, maybe the teachers aren't the problem.
Exactly.
But anyways, she's talking to her like, oh, that's really bad luck for him. So anyways, she's talking about sewing class, and they have to sew a pair of boxers.
Yes, that's a classic. I mean, I had to do that when I was going to school too.
So the teacher told them, go to the fabric store, buy fabric of something you like or whatever, bring it to school. We'll make shorts. No problem. So she said they went to the fabric store. She stayed in the vehicle because her leg was sore or whatever. And her husband and her son went in to buy the fabric. The kid's in grade 8. Okay.
Yeah.
He's however you're old when you're in grade 8, like 13, 14.
Something like that. Yeah.
They go buy fabric. They go to the school. They go to make the boxer shorts. And the teacher's like, no, you can't use that fabric. Throw it away. You can't use it. You cannot use it. They fucking went to the fabric store and got fabric that had pot leaves on it with some sort of weed slogan on it.
It's beautiful.
And she's telling the other woman, like, you know, that's what they chose, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there like, that was what you chose for your son? Like, you were like, yeah, okay, that's fine. You can do that, no problem. For your, like, 13-year-old son? I don't know, dude. That was pretty fucked up to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but I was just like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's a legal substance.
Not when you're 13.
I mean, you can't do it when you're 13, but, like,
but even
it's
then,
just there.
But, like, what if he brought in, like, one that had beers all over it?
He probably would have been all right.
I don't know, dude. If I was, like, married to a woman and she went in to buy the fabric and they came out with weed fabric, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Probably. But here's the thing. Like, when we did it, it was a school trip, I think, to the fabric store to buy it so that, you know, the teacher could be like, hey, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, but wouldn't you think, like, if I was a husband and my son's like, hey, let's get the weed one, I'd be like, no. You're not getting the weed one.
I don't think I would have seen a problem with it.
Wow.
Because it's legal, man. That's like...
Not for a 13-year-old?
It's just a plant. Well, he can't do it. I mean, if he's got...
But why would he want it then?
Because it's hilarious.
I don't know, man. Anyways, I just was like, ridiculous. I got Canucks logo fabric for mine when I did it, okay? I just was like, holy fuck. And they're like, yeah, it's legal. There's nothing. And I'm just like, yeah, not for a 13-year-old. It's not legal. And it wasn't like, okay, maybe like what you're saying, it's legal. It's just the plant, pot leaves on it. But it had like whatever the slogan on it was. I don't know what she said, but it was, imagine it said like smoke weed every day.
Sweat 420?
Yeah. Something like that. Anyways, I was just like, that is ridiculous. I couldn't believe that shit. I would never ever do that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have seen any issue with it. It's just fabric. It's just a leaf. It's just a slogan.
Really? So if your son was like, Dad, I want to use this to make my shorts at school, you wouldn't think like, no, the teacher, no, that's something at school now.
I would have been fine with it, but you know, the teacher wasn't fine with it. I'll be like, all right, well, that's fine.
Okay. Alrighty. I guess.
I think it's all down to the teacher too. Not every teacher is going to see a problem with it.
That's inappropriate for school.
Yeah, but it's the boxer shorts. You can't see those.
They have to make it. It's not about wearing the fucking boxer shorts. It's about taking that fabric to school and thinking like, this is what I'm going to use.
I mean, if they had come out with like just a bunch of beers on their shorts, right?
I think that would have been the same thing.
Would the teacher had a problem with that one?
I would not probably as much, but
it's the same thing. The kid can't do it.
Anyways,
if it was like,
I don't know,
just like the Budweiser logo all over them,
yeah,
I think a teacher would have less issue with that.
Maybe, but I would have been the same if my kid was like, I want to make a Budweiser pair of boxer shorts. I'd be like, no, you're not having beer shorts. It's something more appropriate.
I would have been like, yeah, it's fine, whatever.
I don't know, dude.
It's just a pair of shorts. It's not like they're out there buying alcohol. You got to do it for the memes.
Anyways, I guess I'm wrong. I'm the one out of touch.
It's a matter of opinion. It's not like something, you know, every parent's going to be different. Every teacher's going to be different. Like a different teacher might have just been like, that's fine. A different parent would have been like, no, you can't do that. Right?
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
It's you're not wrong. I'm not wrong. Neither of us are right either, though.
I guess so.
It all depends on the combination of people.
I guess so. Yeah. Anyways, I just thought it was very weird that this was something they were just like, that's fine. Take that to school. Anyways, other than that, I don't think there was anything else really going on work-wise or whatever. My roommate's daughter came into town with her 2 kids, so there's 2 banshees upstairs running around and screaming and running.
2 daughters?
Yeah. Running around and rolling stuff and dropping stuff and like, I mean, they're nice, cute kids and whatever, but I don't know, like when I was a kid or whenever I saw other kids, maybe not when I was this age, I don't remember that when I was that age, but I remember my cousins and stuff when they were that age and like, they wouldn't be allowed to like just do the stuff they're doing. Like,
just rambunctiously run.
You know, maybe I'm misremembering, but they're just taking out all the pots out of the thing, and then they have like she has like her bowl of chips, and she's pouring it into the different pots, and like whatever, and then she's trying to put them away. I'm like, no, they can't go back away now. Like, they have to be washed now. Like, you're basically drooling on them, and the parents are just like sitting over there, whatever, on their phones, and I'm just like, oh my god. These kids are going to be hellions when they're older.
Yeah, perhaps.
So
let's I don't know if the listeners out there know how your particular living situation is. So the basement is unfinished, which means there's no
my room is finished.
Yeah, your room is finished, but like your streaming area is unfinished.
Yeah.
And your TV area is mostly unfinished.
I don't ever use that except for movie night.
Yeah. And so you don't have any insulation in the ceilings, and there's no like any sound protection from that. Yeah. It's just like wood, and then
linoleum,
and then it's just open air, right?
Yeah. So they drop a spoon. It's like just like a shot going off down there.
So it's very loud downstairs.
So I didn't stream on Friday night because that's when they showed up after driving from Williams Lake. So they were all like out of the car finally. So they're just booming around everywhere.
Yeah.
And then I streamed last night, and it was like, I'm like, can you guys hear that? They're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you sure can.
We can.
And your streaming area is right below your kitchen,
yes,
which is the room in the house that has the most space to run around and
basically
be rambunctious.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy situation.
I mean, it's only 2-3 days, whatever, so it's no big deal, but it's kind of like put a wrench in my streaming plans a little bit. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it was okay anyways. They're probably heading out today or tomorrow, so
nice.
I'll be okay.
Very good.
What about you?
Work. That happened. I was busy. We're doing this new thing with the subcontractor we're working for, where we do it off of we do our pricing for the job off of a rate card.
Oh yeah.
So every single item that has to happen has a certain price attached to it. So when I go and look through the activities that need to happen, it's got to be like, okay, well, this cable costs this much, this cable costs this much, this cable costs this much, doing this costs this, doing this costs this.
Oh,
you got to like go through for each activity and figure out what everything is that has to happen in there, and then itemize it all and sort out the price. So these take forever to do.
Just because you have to like refer to every single thing?
Yeah, you have to refer back to every single thing. So you got to count up. You take your one activity, count up exactly how many things in that, exactly how many line items are on that activity, and then go to the next one, like count it all up. It's like, oh my god.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Sounds boring.
It's not too bad.
No?
Fills the day, that's for sure. Do like one or two a day.
It just seems tedious,
It's very tedious.
I hate that shit.
I made a spreadsheet so that it automatically counts everything up and calculates everything. So
that's good.
And it's funny too, because I was on ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
Using ChatGPT to do all the formulas for me.
Oh nice.
I was like, hey ChatGPT, how do I do this? And then that just spits out the Excel formula, and I slap it in there. It's like, hey, it's working.
Oh, perfect.
It's beautiful.
I love it.
So that was most of my week, was doing all these bids and quotes for that.
Nice.
We're supposed to be going up to Chetwynd. Which is 9.5 hour drive north.
Ah, beautiful.
Yes, and it's past Prince George by quite a bit.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, right? It's not like a quick trip to Nancy O's for dinner.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But
damn, that sucks.
I know. It'd have to
Nancy O's is so good.
Nancy O's is so good. It's actually fantastic there.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, just really been stressed out about getting the mortgage for the house.
Oh, yeah.
Because things aren't progressing as easy and
smoothly
as we were hoping.
No.
The mortgage broker has suggested I just, get rid of the Jeep. Because that'll make things easier. And I'm like, damn, I don't really want to get rid of the Jeep.
You can always get another Jeep later.
Can I definitely always get another Jeep later.
Yeah.
But then I got a bunch of stuff for a Jeep and no Jeep. I'll have to just sell it with the Jeep.
Yeah, basically.
And that's unfortunately because we didn't get to do like a lot of the stuff we wanted to do.
Especially a lot of the Jeeping.
A lot of the Jeeping. There's a lot more Jeeping to do.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And it makes things not as fun, But we might have a workaround alternative, which I won't talk about here. But
nice mafia money.
We'll figure it out.
I like it.
Yes, that's essentially been my week. I played a lot of the GameClub game.
Oh, Yakuza 0.
Yakuza 0, I did a lot of stuff, but we'll talk about that at the end of the
Sounds
podcast. Because I was just stressed out and not wanting
yeah.
to do anything.
Fair enough.
I also started playing Leaf Blower Revolution.
Leaf blower. Oh, this is a game. I thought you were going to tell me you bought a leaf blower and it really revolutionized your like cleaning game.
No, it's an idle game where you blow leaves.
An idle game?
You get X amount of leaves per leaf you blow off the screen. And there's all kinds of leaves you can unlock. Your regular leaves, and then your gold leaves. And your,
gold leaves.
Platinum leaves, your bismuth leaves, your void leaves.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a whole thing. There's a storyline involved with the whole thing. Every time you unlock a new area, you get into more of the storyline. And it's just this dude, just like, I don't know what is happening with him, but he's just tripping out. And just doing leaves, and like the next place you unlock is your neighbor's lawn. You're just like, man, I really love blowing leaves. I'm just gonna go to my neighbor's lawn and blow leaves. He's like, oh, there's so many critters around here. I just blow leaves at them, and they just kind of scurry away.
Where do the leaves go?
They go into your leaf bank, so you can buy more upgrades. Because it's one of those idle games where you buy upgrades, so your leaves are worth more leaves, and
you have twin pipes on your leaf blower and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can unlock some really weird leaf blowers. So like when you get really up there, one of the leaf blowers is just like a graphics card.
Oh yeah,
it's just like a 1080. You're
it's
blowing around,
and it really spins fast.
Oh yeah,
oh crazy.
Then you unlock these ALBs. Automatic leaf blowers that just skirt
They're
around
like turrets.
Yeah. Well, they just go around and like blow leaves off the screen.
Did this game cost money?
No, it's free.
Oh, okay. How do they make money?
You can pay for it if you want, but it's free. Like you pay for it and you get certain upgrades and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But
you get leaf blower armor.
You just get better upgrades to unlocks.
Oh yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and then you go through surf so far, and then all of a sudden your leaf income starts slowing down. So you got a prestige, and then you get your prestige coins to put into other things. Leaflation for sure.
They don't go as far as they used to.
No, I'm like, God, I need 400 billion regular leaves to unlock this upgrade.
Shit, you better start grinding, dog.
I'm grinding right now. If you look at the friends list, I'm playing.
Oh shit, that's cool.
It's on Steam. I got it running on the Steam Deck upstairs, just idle.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you can move your guy around the screen to blow the leaves off, or just have it done automatically.
Okay.
Yeah, super simple, but I don't know. It's kind of satisfying, and the storyline's kind of funny.
The storyline,
so I'm kind of seeing where it goes. Right? Storyline in an idle leaf blower game?
Exactly.
Like, what the hell?
Well, speaking of storyline, I've been playing Redfall.
Yeah.
And fucking story stuff comes up. I can't skip that shit fast enough. God damn that game, man.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to beat it so I can be like, okay, I'm done with it. I'm near the end, apparently. I got a little bit more to do, and then I'll be wrapping that shit up. Not a well put together game.
No, not by any stretch of the imagination.
Maybe it'll eventually be good, but it's just a bunch of like useless pieces put together.
Yeah. That's like a lot of ideas brought together and just poorly executed.
Yeah, like the guns are just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
And like, at least they've done a patch now, so some things have changed. Because I'd always find a new gun, and I'd be like, I'm using an assault rifle, automatic assault rifle. And then I get one like, oh, wow, this is a way better automatic assault rifle. It does more damage. Equip it? No, it's semi-automatic. So the description was wrong. So thankfully they fixed it so it actually says now they're semi-automatic.
Yeah.
Because that was driving me crazy. Because I'd go in, equip the new gun, look at it, do the change, and then be like, oh. It's not automatic. I don't want to use it. It's semi-automatic. So then go back and change it. But, yeah, and then they got, like, the perk system where you level up. Like, none of the shit matters. Like, I have my ultimate that summons my vampire boyfriend, but all the other ones, I don't know. Like, the elevator, my ability sucks balls. Like, I can use it to get a little higher in the air. And the idea is when you're in the air, you do more damage. But you're only in the air for, like, 2 fucking seconds. So you can barely get a beat on a guy, fire 3 shots, and then you're on the ground again. Like,
what's the cooldown on it? A lot?
No, not really, but it doesn't matter. Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And it's not like it just, you press the button and it comes out. You have to aim on the ground where you want it to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm shooting at a guy. I have to look at the ground, put the thing down, then run over it,
That sounds dumb. It's why wouldn't you just hit the button, activate, and you just go up in the air?
I don't know.
You don't need to walk into the elevator.
It's so
you are
glitchy too. Like,
oh, dude, so glitchy.
I've been playing co-op with the tank, and he's playing the guy in the Devinder, I think his name is, and he has like a teleport where he throws. He's like Loba, throws a little thing and he teleports. But you can like go back through his tunnel. Like as me, I can press on where he was standing. And go through it. Right. Well, he threw it, and I go to teleport through it, and it just shoots me back 4 feet. Okay, whatever. I go to it again. It takes me out and then sucks me back through. Like, it made, like, for a millisecond, I was where I was supposed to go. And then it's like, nah, you're back here. And then by the time I actually, like, then I try again, it's already gone. Yeah. So I can't even use it. She's like, oh my fucking God. But yeah, it's just like, I've already got over half the achievements. So it's like, okay, I'll beat it, get it, wrap the story up, and then when they add in like a chapter select, I'll go back to it, because now all the achievements that I've missed are like, do this mission without getting spotted. The only way to get to that mission again is play the whole fucking game. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that. No. And then if I do it and I get spotted, oh, autosave, well, do it again. Fuck no, dude.
Yeah. It's just...
Yeah.
It was... I had fun, like, exploring the city around a little bit, but, like, any of the combat, I was just like,
just stand there, yeah. He's dead, stick him with a stake.
Yeah. Because they would just fly, the vampires would fly at you, just chill. Yeah. Like, hey, man, what's up? You gonna attack me? Yeah. No? Okay, steak.
Yeah. Anyways, it was just like, the trailers made it look a lot better than
yeah, for sure.
It was actually. Although I remember we watched them and we're like, oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, I remember doing that. Yeah. There was this one part, I was like, I climbed up a mountain to get the like first, or the second helicopter crash. Oh, yeah. Like at the very beginning. Yeah. And then I went down to this like ravine and just got swarmed by like 20 vampires. Yeah. I was like, holy crap, what the hell's going on? Yeah. It's just like they just ramped that difficulty up. They were all attacking me. I mean, I put them all down, of course, because, you know.
They're just stupid as hell.
They're stupid as hell, and I'm a superstar.
That
superstar
too. FPS. I played another vampire game, though.
Did you?
I've been playing Vampire Survivors.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just daily. Part of the Game Pass, you have your little quests that you can get your points. So the current ones every day are like, play a Game Pass game and unlock achievement in a Game Pass game. And Vampire Survivors, you can just go to the unlocks and be like, oh, I haven't lasted 30 minutes with this character. Yeah. So then I just start the game, play through, get the character, see if I can beat the stage or beat the death or whatever. And more times than not, usually I can't, because I'm just trying alternate, like, you know, strategies or whatever. Yeah. I'm not going for the optimum run every time. Yeah. I'll base my choices off of what the character has. So, like, yesterday I played as, I don't even remember her name, but she starts with the pentagram. Oh, yeah. So every choice I made involved the pentagram. So the first thing I had was my little tarot card, or whatever the fuck they're called, was one that gave, like, +2 to the tarot, or the pentagram, or whatever. Yeah. And then I chose, well, I'm like, the pentagram, I think, is AoE. So I was like, all right. Oh, no, not AoE.
It's screen wipe.
Yeah, it's screen wipe. But it's part of the thing where if you get it makes damaging zones if you get the other tarot card. Oh, yeah. So then I was like, well, I'll just do AoE stuff. So I had like garlic and the Bible and like all the holy water and everything. So I just was doing all AoE attacks, and I got high enough level where it was like, you get to the beyond level 8 or whatever, you know? Yeah. So I'm choosing all like AoE, area of effect increased by 2.5%, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I did beat the boss with her because I had Lancet, and it kept giving me the option to increase the duration of Lancet by 100%. Wow. Yeah, so I got it like 3 or 4 times. So, I mean, he just was standing still for like a minute. He broke free, killed me, I revived, did it again, and then I just killed him because he just hilarious. Like got beat by so many Bibles. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Pentagram is very difficult to use.
Once you get it max level, it's super good.
Yeah. Once it's max level, but
it doesn't destroy anything on the screen. And
that's the key, because like once that goes off the first time and just destroys everything, like, oh, all my gems are gone. What the hell? How am I supposed to level up?
Yeah, at the start of the game it sucked because I'd be like, go on my way to grab a chest. Oh no, my chest is gone. So that sucked. But
yeah,
it was good anyways. So
Yeah, that's still a great game.
yeah.
Love that game.
Still lots of achievements to get, especially with all the DLC. So
Yeah, I haven't gotten the second DLC yet.
you should buy it. It's $2.
Yeah. Support a great developer.
Yeah, exactly.
Buy the second one.
But other than Game Pass, or not Game Pass,
Club.
Game Club, I don't think I played anything else. I think that's about it, really.
Yeah, I've been playing my idle archery forest game.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. That's it's a game. It's a pay to win, of course.
Different than the leaf blower game?
It's quite a bit different because you don't actually do anything. You just have archers that shoot guys and you try and go through waves. Whereas Leaf Blower Revolution, all the leaves.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do like the full game reset though. Because there's like in that game you prestige and you get the prestige coins, but then you can do like the big leaf crunch. Which gets rid of all your prestige stuff, but you get Big Leaf Crunch coins.
Oh, Big Leaf Crunch.
And I think I'm at that point because I can't progress any further.
Oh, so you have to like restart and get the big leaves?
Yeah, because once you go through the leaves, like the first set of leaves, there's flasks. But you can only create the flasks by converting leaves.
Of course.
So you get, I think there's like 6 or 7 set of flasks, but each one has to convert into the other one. So you can't actually like idly blow leaves around to get them. You have to like sit there and wait for them to convert. And the last flask takes 216,000 of its previous flask in order to get one.
Oh, wow.
And they go so slow.
I bet.
Oh,
That's why it's an idle one.
that's why it's an idle.
Do you think it's mining like Bitcoin in the background?
Probably. Using my deck to mine some Bitcoin. That's
Exactly.
all right.
I like it.
Yes. You know what else I like?
What's that?
Patreon.com/StreamVoid pod.
I've heard of it.
Yes, you can get in there. You can throw some money at the screen. You can support these two blokes. Blokes? Yeah, whatever we are. We're these two middle-aged dudes talk about video games.
No, wait. Hold on. Not middle age.
Okay, advanced age.
No. It's just a state of mind, brah.
It is a state of mind, but it's also a state of body composition.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, for just $1 a month, you can support this podcast. You can get access to this podcast early, the day we record it.
Yes.
You get access to the pre-show content, the post-show content, which is now one set of content. That's a lot of content. We've been recording
long.
almost an hour and a bit
Yeah.
before we even went live.
Lots of collectible card game talk.
Yes, we talked a lot about collectible card games. So if you want to listen to that, just patreon.com/StreamVoid pod. $1 a month. That's all it takes. You can support these guys. You can help us pay for this podcast hosting. And, put a little line in our pockets with some dollar dues.
Please do.
Please do.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about some news.
Okay.
Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
A beloved website, beloved by millions.
Yeah, man.
Though not a lot of people actually use Reddit. They use like an aggregator or something
You mean
like
the
that.
app, yeah.
Yeah, like another app
Yeah.
to view it. And so Reddit wants to introduce an API change where people have to pay millions to use their API. I don't know about millions, but
it
it's
is
a lot.
millions.
It's millions.
Depending
So,
on the app.
Yeah.
They said that they want to... The prices weren't going to be like Twitter pricing. Because Twitter's pricing is like crazy.
Yeah.
That's why like all those Twitter apps stopped using Twitter because they can't use it anymore. And they're similar pricing. Like some of the apps, like I don't know the main big one. I don't use it, but they were saying it was going to cost them like $20 million a year to use the API.
Yeah.
And there's no way they can afford that, right?
No, definitely not.
I kind of see where Reddit's coming from. They want to serve their ads up to people, and that's how they make their money. And they're doing an IPO. That's the main reason why. They're going to be a Reddit IPO coming, and they have to make money because they don't make any money, right?
Yeah.
But in protest of this is going to happen at the end of the month. But to protest this, they did 2 days where
actually 2 days ago.
Yeah. Not every Reddit, but lots of big Reddits, they went dark for 2 days where they went either private or they weren't allowing any new posts, whatever. And they went into archive only mode where you can look at the post, but you can't reply or anything like that.
And like some of the biggest Reddits out there, like r/awe, r/music, r/videos, and futurology, like it's some of the biggest Reddits were just like, no.
Yeah. So after the 2 days, they came back online and they were like, well, what are we going to do going forward to protest this? And they were going to, continue to do like, archive mode or whatever. And basically Reddit contacted them and were like, look, if you're not going to mod the channels, we're going to remove you and put someone in that will mod. So a lot of these channels had to go back online, otherwise they were going to lose modding or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, anyways, I don't understand why you would ever mod a Reddit, because you don't get paid.
Nope.
It's like voluntary. Like, you're donating your time to this company that wants to IPO to make money. Like, anyways.
I mean, it's just like modding for your favorite streamer. If you're not getting paid to do that modding, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But I guess it depends. Like, I guess it's a little different. I would say it's more equivalent to like modding for free for like xQc. Like, that's a little different than being like a mod for someone like me.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
100%.
But the other thing too is like Asmongold, I don't know about xQc, but they pay their mods. So
yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's also different that way too.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for free.
No.
Generally not. Unless you're Amaranth's mod. Then you pay to be her mod by giving her subs. So yeah, like live stream fails was like in archive mode, and they were like, well, Reddit said that if we do not come back online, they're going to take it away and give it to somebody else. So we're coming back online so they don't take it away. But I mean, for me personally, like when it was Reddit 2 days dark, I didn't go onto Reddit for 2 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't really miss it or anything. Like usually at work when I'm on break, I'll like look at Reddit and see what's going on. But instead I just looked at whatever, other stuff.
I go on Reddit every Sunday at 9 a.m.
So that's what I was going to say is if they go through with this change that I can't use my app, the main reason I use this app is the Reddit app sucks balls.
Yep.
It's terrible. So I use an alternate app called Sync. If on June 31st or whatever, 30th, whatever it is, I can't use the app anymore, I'm not using Reddit anymore. It's that easy. But when I say I'm not going to use Reddit, I'm not going to browse it.
Yeah.
But like, I'm going to remain, when I want to find an answer to something, I'm going to Google the problem Reddit. So it takes me to the answer.
Yeah.
Because if I don't put in Reddit, it takes me to like 50,000 fucking sponsored posts.
Of course.
And then 50,000 blogs with a story before I get to the answer that I need.
Yes.
So that's what I'm going to continue doing.
But I'm not a lot of cooking recipes, aren't you?
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. You have to have a story about the farm where the chicken was raised before you get to the chicken recipe. But I'm not going to be logged in or anything like that either. So, and I might even do it like incognito, so they get nothing from me.
Yeah.
Because that's their whole thing is they want to sell. I'm the product.
Yes.
Like, this website literally does hosting. That's it. Like, what else do? They don't have any of their own material. All the like work is done by volunteers. So like everything is volunteer on this website. So I don't want to be part of that if they're going to screw over the app that I like to use. So, yeah.
Nice.
And you don't use Reddit?
I use Reddit every Sunday at 9 a.m.
Yeah, but you don't like post or anything on
No,
there.
I don't post. I used to post, but I found that it's just browsing through Reddit. I just like sit there and just scroll and like look at stuff.
Yeah, that's what I do on my work break or whatever.
And now I'm like, I don't do that anymore.
I don't do that like at home or anything like that. But when I'm on break at work, I got nothing to do. Like, what am I going to do? Read a book? Come on.
Right?
Well, I mean, I guess I would, but now I listen to them at work.
Yeah.
On my Audible account. So, but I don't post on Reddit either. Like, I've have like 20 posts on there just replying to stuff.
Yeah.
I just look at it to see what's going on and read about it.
I used to post a lot, but got in trouble for posting with work, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Some dildo reported you.
Yeah.
That's right. Do you still work with that dildo?
No.
Oh, well, he's a real fuck.
Yeah, he left not soon after.
Perfect. What an asshole.
Yeah, nobody liked him.
Yeah, well, no, shocking, I can tell. Yeah, and I'll start, sometimes I'll be like, I'll reply to this, and I was like, why even fucking reply to this?
Right?
What's the point?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Rest in peace, Reddit. Going the way of Dig.
Yeah.
So what's the next community that's going to rise up to replace Reddit? Like Reddit rose up to replace Dig.
Pinterest?
Nah, fuck Pinterest, dude.
There'll be something else.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye out for that.
Yes.
Anyways.
Next up.
Uh-huh.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate tournaments ban Steve.
Why?
Steve's just banned right out of the tournament. No Minecraft for you in Smash Brothers Ultimate. He's banned because there is some kind of move that only he can do. It's like some kind of cancel move.
Okay.
That he can like block cancel or do some kind of crazy cancel. I can't remember what it is now. I was reading through it. It's like, yeah, some 16-year-old guy prodigy managed to beat the Ultimate Smash Brothers professionals. Just beat them
by using Steve.
Yeah.
Well, then okay. That's people just start using Steve, I guess. And they'll figure out how to beat Steve.
He's got a hit stun cancel technique that many quickly cited as an unfair advantage.
Oh, that sounds like whiner talk to me.
Steve's apparently the only one who can do it. And so they've just been started banning Steve through all tournaments. No, well, not all of them, but a lot.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Poor Steve.
Poor Steve.
He'll be okay, though.
Just fix Steve. That's fine.
I don't know. Are they still updating that game?
Probably not.
I don't know.
The possibility is there. You just fix Steve.
Yeah. Or just ban that maneuver. I don't know. That makes it tough to play if you're like, I didn't actually mean to do that.
Yeah, right. You can't just ban it.
I randomly hit the button and it just happened.
I think it's a combination of things you need to do.
Yeah. I mean, how hard would it be to balance that game, dude? There's
right?
like 60 characters or some shit in it.
I don't know.
There's too fucking many, dude. Yeah, I can understand why they could have trouble balancing it out. But if it's only coming out now that this is happening, like how long has Steve been in Minecraft?
Minecraft, quite a while.
Because I remember we talked about Steve's meat. Do you remember Steve's meat?
Yeah, I remember talking about Steve's meat. He just pulls his meat out.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. If they left him in, they'd eventually figure a way to counter Steve, wouldn't they?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't play enough Smash to ever have even a remote idea of how the game even plays.
Yeah.
Closest I ever played is Smash is when we play Roof Rage.
I can't stand playing Smash. I think it's a terrible game.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I like the sort of, what do you call it? Like fan service part of it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh shit, they got Rob the Robot in here. But the gameplay, I've never been a fan of it.
So the article says the game is no longer being updated full time, and competitive players has come to present the character and have pushed for the character's ban because he's like one of the latest characters to come out.
Yeah, he was DLC character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
Just work around it, or just everybody select Steve, I guess. I don't know.
That's boring though. Everyone plays the same character. I mean, that's what Goats was in
that happens in every sport or game. It's always like what works the best. That's what everybody does.
Goats.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, but when it's just Steve versus Steve versus Steve versus Steve, nobody wants.
I don't know. Like, I don't play like League of Legends, but does like every League of Legends team look the same?
No, League of Legends switches it up because you can't have the same character on your team. So when you're doing a tournament, it's draft, so you can't have the same characters.
Okay, but if
like, other.
But they all have the counter, right? So if you choose character X, this team is always going to choose character Y,
depending on if they have a player who can counter that person.
Yeah. Okay,
because it's down to the character, the champion you're playing, but it's also down to the person playing that champion, of course.
It's the same thing that happened in hockey a while ago, where every team would play this style called the trap.
Yeah.
That's how every team played, and it was boring as fuck. But that was because it worked so good.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
They're going to do it, right?
Yeah, and in League of Legends, you get 6 bans. Because there's so many champions.
But do the
team
same
gets 3
6
bans.
get banned every time?
A lot of the times they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it varies the game out. So banning Minecraft Steve from a Smash tournament, that's just like a regular ban. Oh,
yeah, but now, like, what happens? Okay, Steve's banned, but what's the next top character?
Because
does that guy get banned too?
Steve's the only one who has this move.
Okay,
that's the only thing.
But if one character, like, let's just say that Steve's banned, now one character rises and is just the best every time because that character just has some other little tick.
Someone
that leads the top.
Someone would have to find that. And Smash has been out for so long now that you'd think.
But I'm just saying theoretically.
Yeah.
Are they going to ban that character now? Yeah. I don't know.
If he came up that character had an unfair advantage for all the characters, like it unbalanced the game, then probably they would get banned as well.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Smash to like say if it's weird or not. I'm going to say they're wrong.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Here's something that may be right or wrong. American Truck Simulator players are now being targeted by in-game recruitment ads for massive truck companies.
That's just targeted ads, dude.
It's literally just targeted ads.
That's the way it works.
That's fine.
Because
the American trucking industry is garbage, right?
Well, I mean, what do you mean by garbage?
Well, they just don't pay their truckers enough.
Well, I guess it depends if you own your own truck or not.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of the companies don't pay their own truckers enough. They make them work very long hours. You don't get paid when you're sitting for a pickup.
But there's also laws too. Like you can only work a certain number of hours in a 24-hour period and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But a lot of the times, a trucker will go to a port to pick up their cargo, right?
Yeah.
And they'll be sitting there for days and not getting paid.
I don't know about that. Maybe that's an American thing. I don't know.
It's definitely an American thing. I don't know if it's a Canadian thing, but it's definitely American thing.
I mean, if someone likes to play American Truck Simulator and they see an ad to be like, "Yeah, I can be a real trucker." I mean, that's just a smart advertising.
It's definitely smart advertising for sure. But like the amount of the poor wages and how they're just the whole American truck industry as a whole is just not good.
Yeah.
Which is why they need to target gamers.
I guess so, but like, if it's bad and you don't like it as a game, like whoever, you don't have to do it. You can get a different job.
Yeah, for sure.
That sounds like, I don't know. To me, I don't know. It depends on, I think if you're working for a company as a truck, I don't know how it works, but I would think if you're like, you're not getting paid, that's when you're like a subcontractor or something.
No, I think it's companies too. You only get paid for the mileage that you drive.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This is just like when you're playing like, I don't know, Overwatch, and they're like, "Here's the Doritos and the Mountain Dew ad." Like that's just smart advertising.
That is just smart advertising. Yeah. I mean, I don't fault them for putting advertisements in there for sure because
it's probably just on their shitty billboards in the background, right?
It definitely is.
I mean.
It's fine. It doesn't interrupt the gameplay at all.
What's the deal with this article? I didn't read it. Are they saying it as a negative or a positive?
No, a lot of the people are saying it's a positive. Like it doesn't interfere with the gameplay, right?
It's just like hey, adds to the game.
Come drive for us.
Yeah.
Here it is.
It's better than a join the army ad.
Yeah. I mean,
you could die doing that.
Yeah. I mean, you could die being a trucker
well,
too.
I mean, you could die doing anything, but like with the army, they're like, "Hey, want to go to like overseas and kill some people?"
You can kill people, and you will get shot at.
So, I don't know. It could be worse, I think, but...
Yeah, it's fine. It's just an ad. Who cares?
Yeah. What if it was like an ad to drive a taxi or something?
Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, putting an ad in the game, ads are in games. It's just it's a real ad
that part does
now.
suck, though.
Huh?
Well, the ads in the game does suck. Like, it's not like American Truck Simulator's free.
No.
Like, I paid for this game to be served ads.
But...
That sucks. But it's on a billboard.
It's on a billboard. It's
it's not like it's in the loading screen like, hey, come drive a real truck for us.
Yeah. It's on a billboard. It adds to the realism.
Yeah. I don't mind unintrusive ads. Though, like, I remember playing, like, Burnout Paradise, I think, or maybe Burnout 2. I can't remember. But it was before the era of like serving ads in games. They were just burnt in, like they came on the disc, and they were all for Circuit City. And Circuit City closed down like a month after the game came out.
Oh man, that's funny.
So there's just all these Circuit City ads in the game, and the company's out of business. It's like, well, that's why they went out of business. They advertised when they should have been like saving money.
Yeah.
Come to our shut down stores, sirs.
Yeah, I mean, if like companies have been advertising in games, as long as they're unobtrusive ads, it's like whatever.
Yeah,
like even like the new NHLs, all those, they're all like.
Those are. I mean, I haven't played one in a while, but I know that now they're playing in like NBA. I think they were playing ads on the loading screens, which is like, okay, let's just give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
that the loading actually takes 15 seconds,
right.
So they have enough time to play the ad. But to me, I personally just think like they're extending this to play this fucking ad. Yeah. So I don't like that too much.
The ones that I'm okay with are those unobtrusive ones, right? The ones along the boards, right?
Well, and also, like, I think I haven't played any of these games in a long time, but I think they do it now where it'll be like the halftime show brought to you by X, Y, and Z or whatever.
And
you know?
that's clever.
That's the way it is in the real thing or whatever.
Yeah.
But on the loading screen, they're playing a video. It's just like, is it really taking this long to load? Exactly 15 seconds?
Right?
Then I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you're playing NHL or NBA or whatever, and it's just like it's on TV where they're like, and this section is brought to you by whatever, then that's cool.
That's okay with
that
me.
adds to the realism of you playing the game and kind of like watching it as a sport.
That's just because we're used to it now. But like, do you remember watching hockey when you were a kid and there was no advertising on the boards, just white boards, and that was it?
Yeah, that kind of seems weird now.
Well, I mean, yes, but thankfully we're kind of like, well, now they have advertising on the ice too.
Oh yeah.
But we haven't got to the part where there's ads on the jerseys yet. But I gotta think that's got to be coming. Like if you look at in Europe with the soccer and everything, it just says "Fly Emirates" on the jersey.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, oh my god. So I would have to think that's got to be coming eventually.
I would imagine it is, but I think the jersey manufacturers are keeping those off because they're advertising their jersey manufacturing.
Well, it'll still say like whatever on it, but you get the crest of like, I don't know, a Coke symbol on the shoulder or something like that. It's just more money for the league.
Yeah, I mean it's not cheap to run a team.
It kind of is, though.
Is it?
Well, like, think about it. All these fucking arenas are subsidized by the cities they're in.
Yeah.
They have reduced their like property tax rates because they're like, well, we bring all this business in, like all the tourism and everything. It's bullshit, man. If they were having a vote to be like, do we want to pay for a new arena here in town? I'd be like, fuck no. Unless it's like for public use. But if they were like, we want to get a new arena for the Kamloops Blazers, let's have an additional property tax. I'd be like, fuck you, man. No way, dude. And it's even worse for pro teams.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I'd be like, kiss my ass. But it would be voted in yes, of course, so I'd have to pay anyways.
Yeah, I think because the NHL doesn't do that. But, the MLS...
Oh, they all do them.
MLS does like huge advertising.
Oh, you're talking about the advertising.
Yeah. So like the
Major League Soccer,
Vancouver Whitecaps.
Yeah,
it says Bell on their jersey larger than
but
the
that's
team
like
logo.
the way
It's crazy.
That's the way soccer is in Europe. So they just brought that over to here. But even if you look at like the hockey teams in like Finland and stuff like that, they have logos and shit everywhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The pants, the jersey, everything.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking it'll happen, but
probably.
And again, we're advertising in games, whatever. We got a little tangent there, but it's also different to see like, hey, become a trucker in Skyrim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if that was happening in like Skyrim or something, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right? That just throws you right out of the game.
Yeah.
Whereas become a trucker in American Truck Simulator, that's just...
And I guarantee you that they're trying to figure out how they do it in those games.
Yeah.
To be like, how can we get advertising in our game? Like, how can we get advertising in an Elder Scrolls game?
All right.
So they would love to do that for sure.
That would be... I don't think they could do it.
Well, I think
they advertise like medieval castle.
They could do it in like an interesting way. Maybe like on the loading screen, they could have like a medieval styled Coke ad or something like that. So it kind of fits in with at least the aesthetic.
Yeah,
but it would be less obtrusive. But still, I'd be like, what the fuck,
right?
But I guarantee they're trying to figure out a way to do it.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyways.
Starfield.
Oh yeah, speaking of Bethesda.
Yeah, what a good game.
Yeah,
supposedly good game. We're looking at it and we're like, man, this is going to be great.
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready for it.
Are you ready for being 30 FPS capped on console?
I mean, it's going to launch at 30 FPS on console. Can always change. They could patch it later. I mean, I've been playing 30 FPS on console forever, so yes, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I mean...
It's going to be 30 FPS locked, so it's going to be nice. It's still going to be smooth.
Well, they say that.
But when I'm reading the article, it's like at 4K on the X, it's going to be 30. What about at 1080?
Well, I don't think there's any choice. I think it's just 30 FPS.
It's just going to be all 30? You can't set it for 1080p mode and unlock the cap frame rate?
I don't think so.
60?
Not its launch anyways. I'm ready to play it at 30 FPS, but I'm also like, I could maybe just play it on the PC too. It's going to be on Game Pass Ultimate.
Yes, exactly.
But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It's probably going to be cross save, so I could switch back and forth between console and
Yeah.
PC.
If it's cross save, then yeah, you got it set.
I'm going to play with a controller probably, but I guess a mouse and keyboard would probably be pretty good. But then again, like No Man's Sky, I prefer it with a controller.
I think I prefer No Man's Sky with a mouse and keyboard.
I've
I've played
both.
it both ways as well.
I think I preferred it with a controller.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll play it at 30 FPS. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I just like to play on my console. I don't know.
I mean, if I'm playing on the TV, I don't mind 30 FPS because TV is terrible at 60.
Yeah. Imagine the FPS if you get it going on the old Steam Deck.
Right?
Oh my God, 12. Because it will be on Steam,
Yeah.
but you're gonna play it on Game Pass.
I'll be playing on Game Pass.
Yeah.
I already pay for Game Pass, so why
Yeah,
would
yeah.
I pay an exorbitant amount for a AAA release on Steam?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll play it on my Xbox.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the Xbox.
You got an Xbox. I mean, you got a PC too.
Yeah, but I can do
Soon
other
to-
things on the PC, like watch YouTube.
It's soon to have a 3060 and a 5900X, so
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. But I'm still super excited for it.
yeah, it's going to be good.
Oh, dang it! I forgot to talk about another game I played.
Oh, did you play No Man's Sky?
No,
Starfield? Soon?
No.
What's
No.
that? When did
No.
Starfield come out? November?
September 9th, I think.
September 9th.
And the
So
only
that's
reason,
not too far away.
the only reason I thought I played another game is because this game that I played the demo of comes out on Game Pass like 4 days later.
Oh.
So I'm going to talk about it now.
Yeah, let's just do it.
So sorry, everybody, but I played Lies of P.
Ah, yes, Lies of P.
Are you familiar with Lies of P?
No. That's a game for you, I think, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
oh no, it's
a Souls-like
a Souls-like.
where you play Pinocchio.
Yes.
You're a little robot, and you have to find Geppetto and shit like that. It's super good. I was shocked how good it was.
Yeah?
Like, it's probably the best Souls-like I've seen, basically.
Interesting. Oh yeah, download the demo now.
Yeah, I beat the whole demo. The demo is effing huge, dude. It was
Yeah?
unbelievable. Like, every time I'd be like, oh, I beat the boss. No, continue playing. Oh, I beat another boss. No, you can keep going. Like, it was
Interesting.
like 4-hour demo. It was
Huh.
crazy. But yeah, he plays Pinocchio, and it's like a Souls-like. It's identical to, like, Dark Souls. You don't get souls, you get ergo. And you don't light a bonfire, you start up a stargazer, and you level up your skills. You don't have like, you don't have like endurance. You have like vitology or something like that. And you go through the level, and when you sit at the stargazer, all the enemies respawn. When you die, you drop your ergo, and you go and pick it up.
That's
You have
yep.
your little energy cell for healing yourself. Everything is exactly like a Souls-like, but man, it looks so good. The graphics,
It does look pretty good.
the controls are so good, spot on. It's more like Bloodborne because it's like parry based. I think it's Bloodborne.
Huh.
You don't have a shield, you just have your weapon, and you have to try to parry attacks. So you can block with your sword or whatever. But it's, oh my god, it was so good. So I'm super stoked for that one. It comes out like 4 days after Starfield. So I'm going to like have that as a little palate cleanser for Starfield, you know?
Yeah.
Play that, do some of that. But I beat the whole demo, did everything in it.
Nice.
But very much Souls-like. It's like, oh, this level, I have to run all this way. Oh, and then it's like, oh, I kicked down the ladder. Now I can skip all that thing I ran through, you know? Very cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. I was just looking up the company that is
Yeah.
publishing and creating it, and
Yeah, they're like
nothing-
a Chinese company or something
yeah,
like
they
that.
don't have anything that resembles it at all.
No,
Like,
but man, is it good. Controls great, looks great. The voice acting's good. The story was interesting. The enemies, the art style was cool. Like, you're fighting like all these crazy sort of, they call them puppets, but they're like just like robots.
yeah,
Sort of steampunky, and you know, the whole idea is that they have like their laws of robotics. So like, you know, you can't harm a human, you have to obey the master. You
Yeah.
can't tell a lie. And the main thing is like, I'm
Classic.
Pinocchio, so I can lie.
yeah.
So it'll be like, are you a robot or are you a puppet? And I'll be like, no, I'm a puppet. They'll be like, okay, come on in. And then
Does
I
your
fight.
sword grow after that?
No, it doesn't. You can get new swords, and that's the thing is like you customize your weapon. Like each sword has a blade and a handle, so you can take the handle off of this sword, put it on this sword, and then it has different abilities and stuff like that. So good.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I would say you played Bloodborne or something, didn't you?
I've played Bloodborne a little bit, not very much, but I did play a lot of Neo.
Oh, Neo. Yeah, is that one parry based? Or use a shield?
Dodge based.
Oh, it's dodge based. You can still dodge in Lies of P, but this is more about parrying.
Yeah.
And it's got like the whole thing where you get like, you use your electric thing on your sword and then you can do electric damage and everything.
Now that I'm not all juiced up on FPS, those kind of games are more appealing to
I would
me.
say you should download this demo and give it a try, dude.
Yeah, maybe
it was
I will.
really good. I liked it a lot.
Nice.
Highly recommended. I'm super excited for it.
I will have to check it out.
Yeah, I wish I should have wrote that down.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Callisto Protocol. Apparently there's a DLC that will serve as the story's final chapter.
I really want to play this game, but I'm waiting till it's like $20. Well, I'm sure it's fine. It's more that I don't want to spend $70 on it, right?
Yeah. So what is this heart-pounding final chapter that they're talking about? Because it's like, shouldn't the story conclude with like the full game that was released?
It could be like, something like, who knows? It could be like Dead Space, where it's like, well, Dead Space is over, but then there's a lead into Dead Space 2, you know?
Yeah.
So this could be like the lead into the next Callisto Protocol, because they obviously want this to be a franchise.
Yes.
Because they removed, like, do you remember when we initially talked about this game, how it was part of the PUBG universe? It was a PUBG game.
I don't remember that, but sure. Yep.
It was a PUBG game, and then they were like, actually, it's going to be its own thing. We're going to take it out of the PUBG universe. It's just the Callisto Protocol. And so they obviously want to have a Callisto Protocol too.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is probably just, going to lead into whatever they have planned next. And also they would like to make more money.
Yes.
And sell some DLC.
Of course.
So that's a thing they're going to do.
What is the PUBG universe?
I don't think there's anything but PUBG in it yet right now. But yes, this was supposed to be part of the PUBG universe.
What is the story behind the Battlegrounds? There's a story, okay, accept all cookies.
I'm
great.
sure there's a story behind the Battlegrounds.
Yeah. There's a PUBG webtoon now.
Oh god, do you want to play the Callisto Protocol?
Not really.
No?
No.
You're not a fan of that style?
I mean, I've played it before, that kind of style.
Dead Space?
Yeah.
But, did you not enjoy Dead Space?
I enjoyed Dead Space, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I never had the inclination or even drive to play Dead Space 2 or Dead Space 3.
I want to play them.
Yeah.
I just haven't yet. I have them all. They all were free with Xbox Live Gold, so I have them. I will play them eventually, just not enough time in the day.
No,
or days
definitely
in the
not
week,
enough time
or
in the day.
Weeks in the month, or months in the year.
all those kind of like, third person adventure shooter kind of games. I'm just like, meh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Resident Evils.
Oh man. But what about Alan Wake 2?
Alan Wake 2, I mean, we're probably going to play it for Game Club, so.
It totally looks like Resident Evil, though.
Yeah.
Well, they called it in their summer fest there, like, their first survival horror game.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we'll probably play it, so I will play it then.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, dog. Definitely will be playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to play Callisto Protocol when it's cheap, basically.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend... I don't know. I remember, like, in the 360 era... It was just like, yeah, fuck it, buy it. I'll buy it. Any game.
Yep.
But now with Game Pass and stuff, I'm just like...
You spoiled.
I am spoiled, because like, there's so many good games on Game Pass that are free, in air quotes. So, like, I would have had Starfield pre-ordered already months ago, basically. Now it's like, well, it's coming to Game Pass.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Why would I buy another game for, like... And it's like... If I finish Yakuza 0 tomorrow, well, there's like 100 other games there.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, not all of them are stuff that's like, a AAA big budget thing, but there's enough on there where it's just like, it's kind of hard to You know, it'd really have to be like if Starfield was not on Game Pass, then yes, of course I would buy it, no problem. But like other things, I'm just like, well, I can just wait. You know, I don't need to get it right now.
I have a difficult time buying a full price AAA game.
That's the same thing with like the new Star Wars game. Did you ever beat Fallen Order?
No, I'm currently playing.
You're still playing it?
Yeah.
Like, I know it's coming to Game Pass.
Exactly.
So it's like, I don't need to buy it. I want to play it. I know I'm going to enjoy it, but it's like, it'll be part of EA Play eventually.
Yeah.
I don't need to buy it. I can wait.
I get distracted with all the free games that I get through Epic and get through Game Pass, and I'm just like,
It's like we have, like, I don't know, just too much choice.
Spoiled for choice for sure.
Oh, big time, dude. Big time. But yeah, hopefully Callisto Protocol comes to Game Pass. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the other thing, the Dead Space remake. It's going to come to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like, I would have probably bought that otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's like, oh, you going to play Diablo 4 when it comes out? I'm like, it's costing AAA price, so no. I'm not going to play Diablo 4 when it comes out. I would play Diablo 4, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend the $100 to find out if I'm going to like Diablo 4, right?
Well, don't you think eventually it's going to be free to play, just like Diablo 3?
I would imagine it will be.
I don't think it's going to come to Game Pass, though.
Yeah, I don't know. If it does come to Game Pass, 100%. I'll play.
Yeah, but
I'll give it a go.
I don't think so, though. Imagine the rioting in the streets because everybody paid $100 for it, and then it's just like, yeah, well, we finally got Activision. Yeah, put it on Game Pass.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Anyways,
here's a no. I
don't
think so.
Yeah, dude.
Overwatch 2 story mode.
Wow.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah,
it's going to be sold separately. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. They're going to charge you for the separate story missions.
It kind of makes sense a little bit because Overwatch 2 was originally a $60 game, $70 game.
Yeah,
it wasn't free to play.
No, but they also had story mode in there.
Well, that was well, you know the whole. We talked about Overwatch.
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot.
It was originally only PvE. Then it was like, no, it's PvP with story. And then it's like, no, it's free to play PvP. We're getting rid of the story. And then it's like, well, we want to give you the story, but you can't have it for free.
Yeah.
So I get it. I don't know why you would ever give one little turd for the Overwatch story missions.
Nope.
Because like, who the fuck cares about the Overwatch story? I don't know. I guess people maybe they do, but. I don't think I would even give her one squirt for it. But yeah, I can see why. But it should be like in Hearthstone, where you can buy it real money dollars.
Yes.
Or if I've got my in-game bullshitty credits, I can use that to buy it. Is there in-game bullshitty credits in Overwatch?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I think it's the whole thing where they were like, oh, yeah, that whole thing where we just talked about.
Well, yeah.
Where they were like, oh, yeah, Overwatch 2 storyline mission. Oh, yeah, no, we're changing our mind. They're like, oh, no, we're changing our mind again. And then they're like, oh, but here's the thing. It's coming now. It's like, but you just said 2 days ago it wasn't coming.
Well,
it's coming.
The thing is they did it be like, yeah, we're not going to do story missions. Sorry, everybody.
And then 2 days later,
and
hey, here's story mission, big announcement.
Because I remember when we were watching it on the Summer Games Fest thing, and I was like, oh my god, they're going to do a separate game. This is so ballsy. Like, they're going to remove the story missions to sell them to you as a full game. We were partially correct.
Yes.
They're removing them to sell you in Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
Which is kind of baloney.
Yes. Just, it would have been fine, except they did the whole thing leading up to this.
And like, how long is the story mission going to be? And how much is it going to cost? I guess they haven't really said, have they?
Probably be like
maybe it's $1 and
it'll probably be $20.
Yeah, god damn. But maybe it's $1 and it lasts a few hours. Then it's like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, if it's $1 and it lasts a few hours, that's fine.
But it's going to be $20. It's going to be last an hour,
and
40 minutes.
It'll probably be longer than that.
God.
There'll probably be. Well, because there's so many characters in there, there'll be like story missions for like every character, how they got into the Overwatch League and all that kind of stuff.
They did that shit for free in Apex Legends.
They sure did.
Oh, do they still do that? I guess you don't know.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
which is unfortunate. Those PvE missions, those are great. I love doing those.
Oh god, I just remember the cutscenes with the comic books. Oh my god,
awful,
so bad. Yeah, if they got rid of all that shit and just put new characters in, that would be way better.
Yeah.
Save your money. And especially some of the art in those comics was so bad.
Yeah.
And the writing was super bad.
It wasn't the greatest, that's for sure.
I guess, I don't know. The bar is so low for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 story missions. I'm going to purchase these all for you.
Yeah?
Yeah, make you play them.
Yeah, I'd have to. I'd be obligated at that point.
Jeez Louise. I wouldn't do that to you.
No. If somebody buys me something gaming related, I'm obligated to play it at least once.
Exactly. Exactly.
Speaking of obligations and playing things, let's talk about streaming.
Okay.
A lot of stuff about streaming. Twitch is introducing a Partner Plus program.
Yeah. So, what a baloney setup. So, they call it Partner Plus because it's not just for partners. It's for partners and everybody that streams.
Yes, it's Partner Plus.
You know, we're doing it. They're like, they packaged it like, oh, we're doing a great thing for streamers. So, if you have 300 subs... 350 subs, you get 75% of the subs, up to $100,000. 350 subs or more.
Yeah, 350 subs. If you have 350 subs for 3 consecutive months... Non-gifted. Full paying, they will switch you to a 70-30 revenue share for the rest of the year.
So, okay.
Or for a year.
More money. Great.
That is great.
Great, right? So they crunched the numbers. Someone crunched the numbers. There is, out of the like 40,000 partners and whatever millions of streamers, there are 1,000 accounts that this will affect. So it's like not even the majority of partners qualify for this fucking program. So it's like, okay, great. The rich get richer. Like, wouldn't it make more sense to offer this to, like, someone like anyone else? Like, anyone else?
Just offer it to everyone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. It's just
that should just be the way it works.
Yeah.
It's 70-30.
Yeah. I mean, what is it now? Like 60-40 or something like that?
For partners?
Yeah. Or just anybody.
No, it's 50-50 still.
50-50? Yeah, anyways. So this is like, I don't know, because of kicks like 95.5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is unsustainable. I still say it's unsustainable. So this is like a thing to make it like, oh, don't leave us. Yeah. Please. But the thing is like, even with, okay, of the 1,000 people that qualify for this, for example, Amouranth, xQc, Pokimane, whatever, right?
Yeah.
They have their own contracts that are better than this.
Way better.
They've negotiated deals, whatever. So, like, even the best ones that are around, like highest performing ones on Twitch, they have a different deal anyways.
Yep.
So it's ridiculous for that sort of shit anyways. So is Twitch, you've asked a question here on the outline. Twitch is a bit worried about Kick?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they're worried, but they're, you know.
I think they're worried.
But I don't know, dude. I don't know why you would be worried about Kick. I mean, well, we'll talk about it next.
Yes.
xQc is streaming on Kick.
Of course.
But
saw that move coming.
But he's still streaming on Twitch.
Oh.
He's not moved to Kick.
Yeah.
He's just going to gamble on Kick. So everything that's not gambling, basically, he's on Twitch doing his twitching. So regular gaming streams and anything that's like not against the TOS on Twitch, he'll be doing there. And then when it's time to gamble, because Kick is owned by like a gambling company, he's going to go play slots over on Kick.
Yes.
So the rumor is that he's getting paid $100 million to do it for 2 years. So again, this is just the rumor, but of course it's being taken as fact right away off the bat. Can I believe this? I can believe this. I can believe this number.
Oh yeah.
But again, we don't know what it is. Unless they've actually released some official thing. It's all rumors again. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's just gonna do his gambling over there. And I was thinking like, oh, I don't like gambling streams. They're boring as fuck.
The New York Post, they reported that he's getting $100 million.
Okay. I mean, it could be a report of the rumor too. Like they don't say who
it could be.
They heard it from, I'm sure, but I can believe it though. I can believe this number. The other thing too is like when xQc is going to gamble, he's not going to gamble his own money.
No.
They're going to have a house account for him to gamble.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just the way it is. So,
and yeah, this Looking at the Twitter post from Kick, that's not a bad picture of xQc.
Yeah, exactly.
on that photo, and then of course Amouranth.
Yes,
coming over as well.
I don't know if she's gonna still do it on Twitch. I'm not sure what her deal is, but she got banned again.
Yes,
on.
I
Twitch.
wonder. Do we know what she got banned for?
Oh, I don't know, dude. It could be. Anyways, I'm not sure. Probably nothing too crazy because they're banning people for stupid ass shit.
Yes.
Like I said with Alinity when she got banned, when she was twerking to the song like my Alinity's ass is so fat she's gonna get banned on Twitch, and she got banned. It wasn't that bad. Like she was fully clothed.
Yeah,
you couldn't see anything. She was wearing a dress. I mean, it was like curvy, whatever.
Yeah,
but you couldn't like, and she wasn't like making her cheeks clap towards the camera or anything. It was sideways, but she still got banned anyways.
Yeah.
So Twitch is stupid that way. So she could go onto the Kick and do her hot tub streams.
Yep.
Where she's not going to get banned. As long as you don't show like nudity or overtly sexual things, it's okay on Kick. It's not like Rumble where you can like fucking live stream a porno and watch it.
So I just watched Amaranth's announcement video. Yeah. It's kind of funny. She's like strolling through the New York Post Times, and it's like
$50 million or
it's like $100 million with Kick, and then she's like looking around, picks up her phone, calls agent-lol, and then all of a sudden she's packing up her hot tub, her stripper pole, her fucking Pickle Rick inflatable.
Yeah,
that's funny.
I mean, she knows how to get paid, so I don't blame her for sure. But neither of these guys are people I care to watch ever.
No.
But Kick is making some moves, and it's easy-ish to get monetized on Kick.
Yeah.
Like, it's 3 concurrent, which is nothing, whatever. But it's 75 followers. That's a little bit tougher, I feel. Mm-hmm. But, I don't know. They're really trying to get it going over there. Is it going to be like another Mixer, though?
I don't know.
Like, there's already so many big people that have gone to Kick. Whereas, like, who did Mixer get? They had Ninja.
Yeah, Ninja.
Who else went over there?
There's a couple other people. Like Nick Merckx, did he go over there?
I don't know, but it was nobody as big as xQc.
No, or Amouranth. Yeah, huge people.
Yeah, so we'll see who else. Like, why is... I guess Dr. Disrespect probably still is... Got to deal with YouTube.
Yes.
So Tim the Tatman.
Same with Ludwig.
Yeah, Ludwig. But, yeah. So, who knows? Maybe they'll be moving over there. And then I know that... what's his name? Kai Cenat. They were trying to get him to go to Kick, but I think him and Ice Show Speed do a show together on Rumble.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, I went to Rumble to check it out because what's happening. It's like fucking cozy.tv over there.
Oh man,
it's like all the alt-right shit's going on over there. It was crazy. I was like, holy fuck, look at this shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then Kick is showing off their creator program.
Yeah, this looks interesting.
So they say that they're going to pay streamers like an hourly rate to stream and stuff like that.
Whether you have 1 viewer or 100,000.
I can't imagine how they could do that. But if that's a fact, $16 an hour, and you can do it in Canada, it's like bye job. I'll just stream on Kick every day.
Well, you'll get a percentage of 95% of the CPM. Yes. Oh, wait. You'll get paid for ads when they are available. You'll get paid 95% of your subscriber revenue, 100% of on-site, non-third-party donations, and you'll get the creator program.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. We'll see. I don't see how they could do that.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. This is from Trainwreck. Right into the details about the formula, which would be to pay for each streamer, take into account the number of hours you stream, a flat rate based on Kick's advertising CPMs, which is, of course, their ads per whatever. Yeah. Your average viewers you have, and the viewer demographics and engagement.
Yeah. So, anyways, we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that. I'll keep an eye on it. But
there will be a manual approval application process.
Yeah. I don't know how they could have... If you have 1 viewer, they're going to pay you $16 an hour? Like, how the fuck is that even possible?
I don't think it'll be $16 an hour. It could be $2 an hour. It could be $1 an hour.
Well, why would they say $16 an hour?
Did they say 16?
Yeah, they said 16.
Where?
Well, it's right in the thing I said. It was part of Trainwreck's...
I know. I'm in there right now.
Oh, well, maybe I grabbed the wrong
maybe
the wrong link, but in the highlighted tweet I had showing the partner program thing.
Oh, maybe it's in the twit longer. Let me click on that.
Yeah, it showed $16 an hour.
Oh, you want me to turn off my ad block? Escape. Apparently that worked.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, no matter what the size, 100.
Yeah, there was another what do you call it?
Yeah, it must have been something else.
I think
or maybe they Trainwreck edited it.
No. It was like a screenshot that someone showed from their the Kick thing. Let me see if I can dig it up here really quick. I posted it on my Discord. So
you can either get paid out by Stripe once a month, or you can get paid the same day your stream ends in Bitcoin or Ethereum.
Oh wow, Bitcoin or Ethereum? Eh? I think I'll take the Stripe. I'll take the Stripe for sure.
Interesting. I mean, you could just start banking Bitcoin.
Yeah, but I don't want to bank Bitcoin.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems interesting that's the way they're going to do things.
Yeah. I've lost the link that I had this on. I don't know where it was.
One of the people from chat was just saying, is it up to $16 an hour?
The way it was worded in the thing was $16 an hour. So, I mean, it was just a snippet of it. It wasn't the whole thing. So, excuse me, it's hard to say. But it definitely wasn't up to $16 an hour. It was $16 an hour. But it was like a screenshot of their proposed whatever streamer creator program or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping an eye on it anyways.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I just made my Kick account this morning.
I've streamed once on Kick.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just was like, let me just faff about here and see what's going on. And I don't know if there's just like a lot of bots on Kick or whatever, but I had like on my first stream like 10 viewers the whole time. And I mean, there's people that I did it as a secret stream. I didn't do at everyone on my Discord. I just posted on it saying like wink and then put the link to my Kick account. And some people came through and you know, they were like, I made a Kick account. So yeah, it was interesting. You can't raid on there. There's like a bunch of stuff you can't do yet anyways.
Yeah.
So they still got a ways to go, but yeah, it was interesting anyways. It's just like Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing.
For sure.
Same thing.
For sure.
Yep.
Let's talk about some non-gaming news.
What?
Right? Scientists have decoded the brain waves linked to chronic pain, which is crazy.
Oh.
So they found out that there are certain spots...
That was an accident.
certain spots that you can put electrodes into people's brains to stimulate the neurons so that it gets rid of the chronic pain, which is amazing.
Yeah, that I mean I've seen things like that before with like dudes that have Parkinson's.
Yeah,
or they'll like electrocute the brain and they'll stop having the shakes and everything like that.
Yeah,
it's interesting. You know, the brain is like, we don't know nothing about the brain.
No, very little.
Why does the brain work the way it does?
I don't know.
Like, there's no blood in the brain. There's blood on top of the brain.
Yeah, it's surrounded.
But there's no blood. Nothing goes there. So is it alive?
I don't know. It's got
dead. No, it's dead.
It's dead.
Zombie in your head.
It's just electrical impulses.
It's cool that they're figuring out stuff like this. You know, think about like 20 years ago. Like, how much technology's changed in 20 years.
Huge amounts.
Like, you were using a flip phone 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah,
you were using a pager 20 years ago. Now everyone's got a computer in their pocket that has all the knowledge of human history.
Right? It's insane.
Yeah. But then you think back 30 years. You had a landline. That was it.
You had a landline, and you were... dialing up to the potentially dialing up to the internet if you were rich enough.
Think about in like 100 years when people are going to think back to be like, man, in the 1970s you had to get your news on a piece of paper. Can you believe that?
Hand delivered to you by a child riding a bike.
Can you believe that they put information on a piece of paper? Paper was made of trees.
A bike that you had to pedal with
Yeah.
your legs. You had to move your legs in a circular motion to propel a wheel.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's crazy. So, yeah, it's like, we're living in a wild time.
Yeah, technology is advancing very quickly.
We were born a little too early, though,
Yes.
for more immortality.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to make it. We're gonna be the last generation to die.
Yeah. Or the first generation to live.
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
It'll also be like, okay, I don't know. They'd have to put your brain into something else. Unless they figure out how to stop aging of the body. Mm-hmm. See if your brain, like in a body, like, all right, kill me now.
I might have already figured out the secret to stopping aging.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know, but I've stopped aging.
You have?
I hit max level like 20 years ago, dude.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
I haven't aged a day since then.
Really?
Yeah, it's true.
It's crazy. Your hair is very black.
It's very black.
Yeah. Do you dye it?
No.
Yeah, I think you're lying. Yeah, I had gray hair in like high school, so that's just the way it is.
There's one gray in here somewhere.
Oh yeah, there's more coming. Don't worry about it.
Maybe.
They're coming.
I've unlocked the secrets of immortality.
Can you share?
I sure can.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You gotta stew in your own juices, though.
Oh, you have to take a bath? I don't
stew
want
in your
that.
own juices at least once a day.
Once a day?
Yeah.
No, thank you. That's gross, dude.
Speaking of gross,
Uh-huh.
acid poured onto slides at Massachusetts playground, and children are suffering burns from this acid.
What the fuck?
That's so messed up. Who does that?
Crackhead?
Crack
Or a teenager?
I
One of
don't
the
know.
two. One of the two.
It's definitely one of the two. But it's so messed up. Like that's like acid attacks. That's a UK thing.
Well, I mean, it's like they poured muriatic acid on the slides, which is like a pool cleaning chemical. So kids went down there, slide. So they must have done it like immediately before the kids slide down there.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, you'd think it would have evaporated. I mean, I don't know. Does acid evaporate? I don't actually know.
Yeah, it evaporates off because I've often used muriatic acid to clean stone and like grout and stuff. Like when I was doing tile work, we'd use muriatic acid to clean the grout,
And it would eventually go away.
it would just go away.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy.
So they must have like splashed it on there when the kids were like walking up, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I would think it's probably a teenager, if I had to guess. Because they just...
yeah, it could be.
I don't know, dude. Like, a crackhead's not going to break in there, steal it. They're going to steal something they can sell.
Yes, definitely.
It just sounds like a prank some kids thought would be hilarious. Like, we'll burn some kids. Let's pour some acid on the slides.
Yeah.
It's fucked up either way.
Oh, interesting. They might have been... it was near a pool because they were saying in the article that somebody broke in to the pool in the basement storeroom.
Yeah, took this out.
Yeah.
And get it out and then poured it on the slides. So that's why it makes me think it's like not a crackhead. Crackhead's going to come out with an armload of copper pipe.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you could get muriatic acid just from the hardware store.
Yeah, but they got it from the inside of this building. They broke in and took it out.
That's so strange that they would just do that. Like that's a whole planned thing to break into a pool.
Yeah. Maybe there was no valuables, so they're like, let's take the acid out, splash it on the...
Yeah, they got annoyed there's no valuables left at the pool.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, it's hard to get into the head space of someone like that. Like,
that's so strange.
To me, I'm like, why would you ever do that? But like a crazy person and be like, well, if I don't do it, the world's gonna end.
Right? We gotta burn the kids. We gotta burn the kids with acid, otherwise the world ends.
Yeah. Pretty stupid stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Poor kids. That's always the worst.
That is the worst.
Man, just kids. Mm-hmm. Kids getting shot up and burnt with acid, and what did they ever do? They got born?
Yep. That's it.
They're just little angels.
Yeah, that's true.
Never did anything wrong.
Well, let's get off this topic, this morbid topic.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's talk about Game Club.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, each week we play a chapter or a segment or a timed interval of a game, and then we talk about it.
Yes.
And of course, you are also able to talk about this topic with us if you go ahead and play along with us in this game that we are currently playing. And that game is Yakuza 0.
What a game.
Down below, there's a link to the Purple Room Studios Discord. And in there is a forum post where you can talk about your weekly adventure in Kamurocho or Sorrento?
No, it's oh my god, Sotenbori.
Sotenbori, yeah.
Yes. Couldn't remember.
You can play along with us. We've currently just wrapped up chapter 10.
Yep.
What a chapter.
We were playing as Kiryu.
Kiryu, yep.
Yep. And yeah, it was a good chapter. The cliffhanger at the end of this one was not as good, I felt, as the previous 2 chapters. Actually, I guess the last chapter didn't have a cliffhanger either.
No.
But the end of the Majima chapter had like a crazy cliffhanger.
Yeah.
But this one, the start of this one is we've been rescued by Tachibana.
Yep.
And we have to lay low.
Yep.
And get out of town.
Yep.
Because we're wanted by Dojima clan and the police still. And so we have to like go wait in the bum village overnight, basically.
Yes.
Before I did the bum village, though, I ran through town and did some real estate, as you have to keep up on your business.
Of course.
So I did that. I didn't do too much of it, though. I was playing last night, so I didn't have a whole bunch of time to mess about, but I did, a few rounds of real estate management. Accidentally did a couple side quests. I joined a MLM in the game.
No?
Selling AHA water.
More water, huh?
Yeah, I got some AHA water that I have to sell. I got scammed for $1 million, so...
Oh, yeah, I did that one.
Yeah.
It's the old lady with her AHA water.
Yeah.
I wrote into the radio about that, and they didn't like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that wasn't one of the ones that they chose.
I already finished the radio one, so I don't even get a chance to write those stories in.
So... when I was doing it, because I did a lot of real estate this chapter as well, I went in and I bought everything I could, and I just made as much money because I knew where we were going.
Yeah.
And we were leaving Kamurocho.
Yeah.
So I did as much as I could to level up as much as I could.
Yeah.
And I got most of Electronic Kings, and I started working on Gambling King and Pleasure King.
Oh, yeah.
I've got more Gambling King than I do Pleasure King, because whenever I had like 300 mil, I'd just go up to Gambling King and purchase.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's where you make the most money, right?
I just was like working on the Electronics King, because it was like right there.
Yeah. I got most of Electronic Kings. Like, that's what I was doing for the most of the week while I was stressed out. I was like, all right, let's do real estate.
Nice.
Because I was like, I'm buying real estate.
Nice. I completed the first one, Ledger King. That's all done. And then, I was working on the Electronics King. I had a little battle with him playing Outrun. He beat me.
Oh, yeah. I got 1 million points.
I got to like 3 million, but then I crashed. And I literally, like, the checkpoint was, like, on the screen. It was like I was a millimeter away from the checkpoint, dude. It was crazy. It was like literally, you couldn't even read checkpoint. It was just a little portion of the sign left. So I could have probably done it, but
man.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck.
So we learn a lot in this chapter. We learn a ton.
We do.
Because, like, we go to the hospital in Little Asia.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was part of Kamurocho.
Neither did I.
Because I was like, oh, look at this crazy area they made. And they were walking through, like, the little back alleys. It must have been, like, sealed off before and you couldn't see it on the map or whatever. Because when we left and came on, I'm like, oh, this is just in Kamurocho. Yeah. Like, this whole area. That's crazy.
Yeah, and we learn as Tachibana's laying on the bed doing whatever. I can't remember what it is. That's like dialysis or something like that.
Yeah, he's dialysis.
He's got his shirt off. And we can see his arm.
Tattoo.
And he's got the bat tattoo, which Makimura is looking for.
Yeah.
So Tachibana and Makimura are linked.
Yep. And also we found out that Tachibana and Oda are Chinese. They're not Japanese. They're legally in Japan somehow. Somehow Tachibana can run a real estate company while being in the country illegally. I didn't ask too many questions.
Yeah, but they were both Chinese mafia, ex-Chinese mafia, which is crazy.
Yeah. And then, we got to go talk to the leader of the Chinese mafia in Kamurocho.
Yeah.
To see, hey, can Kiryu hide out here? And he's like, nope.
Ken's like, no.
He's got to go.
He's ex Yakuza, and Yakuza have done us wrong, so he can't stay here.
So their idea is like, you got to lay low. The only way to lay low is to go sleep in the park, and it's just like, can't they just find a hotel or something?
No, they'll track you to a hotel.
Yeah.
But in the park with the bums, you're good.
Like, even if they like got 14 hotel rooms at 14 different hotels,
right?
Anyways, so we go to the park. And we meet the guys we bought. One of the guys we bought a booze for earlier in the game. They don't ever give this guy a name. He's just like bearded homeless man.
Bearded homeless man, yeah.
And we stay in his shack. Pretty nice little shack he
Pretty
had.
nice
He got
little
power,
shack.
TV.
Yeah.
He's got a little chair in there, bed, everything, you know. Not too bad. We're chilling out there. Did you do any of the gambling there?
I did one of the gambling, and I was like, meh.
I didn't even bother.
I did. Yeah, there's a lot of different dice games, card games that you can play around the homeless camp. I did one dice game. I won jackpot big time, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll check them out later, but I didn't bother.
I ran around looking for things I could buy, maybe some phone cards.
Yeah, I found 2 phone cards in there.
I think I only found one.
There was one down the middle row, and then there was one by the fountain.
Okay, I got the one by the fountain. I didn't run.
Yeah, there's
down
like
the
a middle row that you can run down. I'm sure we can go back there later.
Probably.
This part kind of reminded me a bit of Yakuza or Like a Dragon, because at the start of that game, basically Ichiban gets kicked out of the Yakuza, and then he's like homeless, and he lives in a bum village.
Yeah. And
he befriends a bum, and then these Chinese mafia guys come in, and they're like trying to shake down the bums, and Ichiban beats the shit out of them.
And so that's kind of what happens here.
Yeah.
When you're sleeping in the homeless man's tent,
you
wake up to some punks
commotion.
Coming in. Yeah. And you get out there and these
beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, they're the homeless hunters is what they're known as, and they just go around beating up homeless guys.
Yeah,
which is like, what the frig?
I know. So when we beat them down, then they're like, "I'm sorry, let me go. I'm sorry." And Kiryu's like, don't apologize to me. And he throws him at the bearded homeless guy.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Is this your bat? You were gonna break my head open with this bat, so it must be your bat." And it's like, "Please don't, you're a psycho, don't do it." And then all you see is he raises the bat up, and I'm like, did he do it?
And then the scene cuts. There's no sound.
Yeah.
The scene just cuts. You're like, oh my God.
So did he do it or didn't he? I don't know.
Right?
I'm going to say he didn't do it because there's no police presence the next day. So next day,
Oda picks you up.
Oda picks us up, and he's like, "We're going to take you somewhere. It's somewhere you're familiar with, but it's a bit of a surprise."
It's going to be a big surprise.
And he's just like, I'm like, "Oh, it's just..." Anyways, I know when we got there, I was like, "Oh, that's why he didn't tell him," because otherwise he probably would have jumped out of the truck.
Yeah,
because we go to Tojo Clan headquarters.
Yes,
to meet the leader of, the temporary
acting leader
of the Tojo Clan. Because Tachibana is going to like negotiate.
Yep.
For Kiryu's life. And there was a cool scene where Tachibana's talking to the guy, and
it's super cool.
Telling him why he wants to do it and why he should help them out, because he's like, the what are they called? Dojima clan is already like powerful, the most powerful one, and if they get more powerful, like the little guys aren't going to look after they're not going to listen to the new big guys aren't going to listen to the guy in charge because they're bigger than him.
Yeah.
And it's in your best interest if you let me get the lot. And I want you to call off the murder of Kiryu. Here's 500 million yen. And if we know that it's called off, I'll give you another 500 million. You should help us out here.
It was a super dope scene, super dope setting where it's like, almost like the head table, but it's just like chairs around for all the head of the mafias, the yakuzas. But
as it was going on, I'm like, I got 500 million bucks in my pocket, bro.
Right?
Like, that ain't shit, dog. So,
so he's eventually going to pay him $1 billion.
Yeah.
And keep Dojima, the Dojima clan.
He's going to be a Tachibana.
Yeah.
Kiryu's going to work for Tachibana, basically.
Well, yeah, we already does.
Well, I mean, but he's going to be... Well, then, anyways, the boss guy, I can't remember his name, is like, okay, he's Tojo clan property now.
Yeah.
Call off the hits. So they have a deal, but then it's like, well, the deal's not done until you actually leave the clan headquarters.
Yeah.
So if they can kill you guys on the way out, they'll just keep the 500 million. But if you get out, then we'll call it off, So we have to fight our way out. Man, oh man, I went beast mode on these boys.
Oh yeah.
I switched to brawler style, I think. Just fucking huge swings. Big kick, knocked 6 guys down. It was crazy.
Yeah, man. That was...
I beat the shit out of these guys.
Oh, yeah. It was great.
And then there's a little quick time event where, like, Oda throws a sword to you or you're having a little duel. It's crazy. Looked cool as hell.
Yeah, that was a really, really cool sequence of events, getting to the clan headquarters and, like, nope. It's tradition.
Yeah.
You have to make it out alive.
I also was very shocked when I'm fighting because, like, Kiryu's like, okay, Oda, look after Tachibana. And then I fight the guys in the foyer, whatever, and then we go back and we have to fight the other guys. And as I'm fighting, I'm like, holy fuck, Tachibana's fighting too.
Oh, yeah,
like,
everyone's
doing
fighting.
kicks and shit like that. I was like, oh, shit. This is crazy. Yeah, it was quite the epic battle. They were like pretty easy dudes to beat because there were so many.
There were a metric ton of them.
Yeah, there was a couple guys that were a little tougher, but
like the first sword guy, he was a little bit tougher.
Yeah,
the second sword guy is a little bit tougher, but yeah,
it was
pretty easy.
Pretty
overall.
easy after that.
Yeah, I found out like when I was playing, like some of these guys just take 0 damage. Like after this event, you're supposed to go to the
restaurant?
The restaurant. And you learn that, you're going to go to Sotenbori.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, here it comes. The biggest crossover event in history.
Right.
It's coming right now. I'm like, yes, it's going to be great. But in between going there and doing that after we get out of the Tojo Clan headquarters, I did a lot of real estate stuff.
Oh, even more, eh?
Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
that's where I spent the majority of my time, was just like days of real estate.
Oh, yeah.
And just like doing heat finishers just destroys people.
Yeah.
I'm like punch, and no damage. Heat finisher, just like they're just dead. Like all the health, no, none of the health.
I like it. Right now I'm using rush mode because I have one of my completion things is to like defeat 200 guys in rush mode.
Yeah.
And then the main one I do is I knock them down and then I just fucking kick them down the road.
Yeah, that's it. Just so much damage.
But also, when I was doing it last night, I got to a part where I had to fight off some dudes that were like infiltrating like one of the districts.
Yeah.
And as I go there to start the fight, my like security guy runs up to fight me, right? And did you know that you can do combo attacks with those guys?
I didn't know that. No.
I did combo finisher where like he picked him up and did this huge pile driver, and then I just stomped on his face. It was so crazy. Oh my god, I couldn't believe it.
So I think that those guys will only come and help you. Like even on a regular fight, they'll come and help you. But I think it's only when you have, depending on what size of territory that you own from that person.
Well, yeah, and also like their ability as a security guard.
Yeah. So like the stop and search guy, wherever I would put him, he was always there.
Oh yeah, he's
like,
the one
every time.
He's the one that I did the combo attack with.
Yeah.
And then another guy, I can't remember. I think he's the dork that worked for the Leisure King that I recruited.
Yeah.
But once we beat the guys down, he was still there in the street, and he was like, the guy was down on the ground, like all like beat up, and he was like holding on to his face and pulling it back. It looked so crazy.
And I think depending on what your security rating in that zone is, of course, I believe it, lessens the amount of time that somebody's going to infiltrate and try and cause problems. But I also think it reduces the difficulty of the people that have infiltrated.
I think so. Yeah, I was just beating the shit out of the guys. I found another... Did you ever do the Miracle Johnson quest?
I just got it when I was bumming around there.
There's a second Miracle Johnson quest where I think I have to do a dance-off with them. I haven't done that yet. It was one of the ones I found last night, so...
I was going around doing as many side quests as I could so I could unlock more more people. Because I need more... advisors, because my only advisor that does food and shopping is like a 1-star, so not very good.
Yeah, I have the fortune teller, and she's a whatever it is, 3-star, 4-star, but she also has double circles in one of them.
Yeah.
So when I use her, it costs 28 million yen, but it's like it fills up so fast. So yeah, I like that sort of system, but it's a little basic. It is
a little bit basic, but you need to I had to go back and read the manual so I could figure out what the hell it was even doing.
Oh yeah, once you have the zone unlocked, you don't even need a security guard really.
Yeah.
Well, no, they never counterattack. You beat the guy.
Yeah.
So the main zone that the Leisure King was in, I own that whole zone.
Yeah.
So I put the worst security guard
there.
on there and my best manager.
Yeah.
So I get more money. So yeah, it's good times.
I finally got the last place for there, which was the Sushi Jin place.
Oh,
so you
yeah.
had to befriend that guy, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll befriend this guy and I'll get a better restaurant shopping zone guy.
Yeah.
But no, it's not it. He does the same thing that one restaurant guy does in Sotenbori, where you get weapons and stuff.
There's also the girl that runs the convenience store. If you become friends with her, she gives you their convenience store.
Yeah, I got that one. So I have everything unlocked in the Leisure King. I have almost everything unlocked except for the Sega arcade in the Electronics King.
Oh yeah.
I've got 2-3 of the zones in the Gambling King. Mm-hmm. Those pay out so much money.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Like if you have a couple hundred, go up there and get a territory. Yeah. It's just going to increase your earnings by a ton. I guess now it's going to be a couple chapters before I'm Kiryu again. So I'll be doing a lot of cabaret clubs starting next time I play. Yeah, I'm super excited to see what this crossover is going to be like. If we're going to, I'm curious as to if we're going to have to fight.
Yeah,
at some point, because then it's like,
I think they team up more than anything. But we didn't actually say what happened.
No,
we know what happened, but
yes.
Tachibana and Kiryu have a heart-to-heart again on the dock, sitting on the dock of the bay. Yep. And Kiryu's like, well, I'm going to Sotenbori. I'm not going to sit around here. And Oda's like, I'm going with him too. We're going to figure this out. And he's like, okay, sounds good. Before you go, come to the restaurant again. We'll have a meeting. I'll tell you about the owner of the empty lot. Yeah. And we go have the meeting at the restaurant. And Tachibana tells us that, what was Sugimura? Is that his name? He's like, someone else also knows the owner of the lot. Uh-huh. It's the Sagawa clan or something like that?
Yeah, it's the other clan.
But he's a member of the Dojima clan. He's one of the underlings, but it's the Sagawa family. I can't remember the guy's name.
Something like that.
Apparently he knows it. He's working with the leader of the Dojima clan because he wants to step over Kuze and Awano. Yeah. So he's like, I can deliver the lot to you. So he probably knows the owner. So he's probably working with the Oni Alliance trying to get the owner of the lot. But Tachibana is like, the owner of the lot is like a partially blind girl named Makimoto.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, you called it! You called it!
Well, I mean, I don't want to say it's I figured it out, but it's
when you were talking, when you were saying that this is probably how it's going to be, I was like, that's too obvious. There's no way they're going to do it.
That's why I thought it was like that. It's so obvious. But
it's so obvious.
There has to be a reason that they're going to intertwine. Majima and Kiryu. There has to be an interlining thing. Yeah. And he's defending it. He wants to get it. It just made sense that would be the thing, right?
I thought it was a little bit too obvious, but there you go.
Yeah. So she's the owner of the lot. Who knows what's going to happen? I have a feeling
how is she the owner? Why is she the owner of the lot? If she was in...
Well, I remember she said her parents abandoned her or whatever. Or she lost her parents. It's probably going to come out that her parents was I don't know, some...
Chinese mafia?
Something like that, something like that. But I have a feeling it's going to be Kiryu's a good guy. Yeah. So he's not going to kill this girl. Yeah. They're gonna work together to protect her, and it's
for sure. But is Tachibana gonna end up being a bad guy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He kind of already is, and especially since he's the one who had Makimura in the cage.
Well, did he? It was the Oni Alliance, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, and it's the bat tattoo, but it's the bat tattoo.
Yeah, but all we know is they want find the guy with the bat tattoo. There's nothing about why they want to find the guy with the bat tattoo. Just that he's a bad guy.
Yeah, well, and she said that tattoo was the last thing she ever saw.
But that's she was probably in the cage. The Chinese mafia tattoo.
Yeah, it could be for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions still. We'll see. I imagine that Tachibana is probably going to be a bad guy. Not from anything in the story, but just from the fact that I don't think he's in any of the other games. Yeah. Not that I've played the other games, but I don't think he's in the other games. So yeah, I'm excited to play. And it's the last time we played in Majima, it was a whole someone came in, there's exploding car and like
oh yeah, and what's his face is dead. The God Hands.
Well, we don't know if he's dead.
He was in an exploding car.
Well, he could have dove.
I mean,
you know,
he took a bullet and was like, whatever.
We didn't see him die, but
No.
like, what's his name? The boss guy. Was that Sagawa?
Yeah, Sagawa.
Yeah, he gets shot. He's
by
definitely dead.
Who knows who?
And then some other dudes there, like, what the fuck? So did he help them? Is he here, going to capture them? Like, who the fuck knows?
Right?
So I'm excited to see
Yes, definitely.
what's coming up next with the game.
100%.
Yeah, so
gonna be good.
So good.
Yep. And that is going to bring us to the end of this podcast, everybody. If you liked what you heard, make sure to give us a review. Yeah. Share us with a friend.
Yeah.
Get us out there so that we're in more people's ear holes. Because if you
Yeah.
like us, maybe they will too.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And if you are currently watching this live, make sure you stick around for Weebus Pleebus, which is our other podcast based on anime.
I love anime.
Yes. And with that being said, we'll see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.